Guys, hey, thanks for tuning in for another video here on Spent Brass. We really appreciate you watching. Today we got a little bit of bonus footage that's actually going to come out before our full review of the Kel Tec RDB. We're out at Phoenix Rod Gun Club. It's hot, but it's not too windy.
Like 105, 107?
105, 107, and we are shooting the Kel Tec RDB at 500 yards.
That's 500 yards.
With the HS515 CU, so we've got no magnification. We're sending rounds downrange, 500 yards. If you can't tell, I'm super happy about the way this thing ran. You shot it a couple times. How do you feel?
It was a lot of fun. We love to shoot guns with no magnification at 500 yards. It's a good test of marksmanship and the weapon. There were a couple little idiosyncrasies with this rifle that we had to figure our way around. I'll give you a rundown of kind of how the day went. I sat down and I started off with 5 shots of Tula 75 grain. This is steel case 75 grain. And took 2 shots to get my hold and hit 3 in a row.
Got some nasty mirage up there. That dropped right on it, but I can't see splash.
That sounded like a hit.
Yeah, that was a hit. I just don't have any splash. I watched it get in there on the
No splash. You can't see where it was?
I cannot see splash. I want to say it was in the top
Sounded
right.
like a hit.
It looked like a hit.
Alright, still on.
Send it. Okay, that hit 10 o'clock just under the strap.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Man, this is tough. There's like, let me change my view.
Last shot, Tula 75 grain. Made some adjustments to the camera. On target.
On target, shooter. Hit.
Sounded like a hit.
Yep, that's a hit. No clue on impacts. My best guess is.
So that's out of the first 5 shots. That's with fucking Tula 75 grain. 3 out of 5. Let's get the real deal going. And we were both kind of like, awesome. All right. So
didn't expect that, but great start to the day.
So we start locking things in, and we were just using the Tula as, frankly, just to rough it in.
Warm up the barrel. That stuff's garbage, right? It's steel case. It's Tula. No one likes that.
So we reset up, set up a little bit more. I start loading the bipod up more. Shots start going all over the place. We switch over to the PPU match 75 grain boat tail hollow point. We're still not as consistent as we want to be.
All right, I'm on. Send it. Wind has died down at the 200 line. Wind has died here. Hit just probably 3 inches high and 3 inches right. I could see that one.
Back on.
Send it. That went low left, cut right under 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Wind seems to be super low, going away from us still. Maybe 1 to 2 mile an hour.
I'm on.
Send it. That dropped in 3 inches low, 3 inches right.
That was a hit though, right?
That was a hit, yeah. Off the orange. 3 inches low, 3 inches right.
Back on.
Alright, let's go again. Okay, that one hit 3 inches high, 6 inches right. So you might want to move a little left on, or maybe it's just the squeeze. That dropped in on right exactly the same place.
Back on.
All right. That went way high. So you're about half the distance between the top of the gong and the strap. You went to the right of the right strap.
I'm really just looking for hits, so that's still a hit, right?
No, that was a miss. That was in the dirt.
Really?
Here.
Fuck.
You were half the distance between the top of the gong and the top rail. You were way high.
Okay, not sure what happened there. I'm back on.
All right. Okay, that was a miss. You went over the top of
Yeah, it was high center, huh?
Yeah, you went over out of screen.
So, what's crazy is that hit dead hold where the dot was.
The one that went over right
So
now?
I have a 50-yard zero on this dot, which means I should be flat out to about 200 yards.
Should be dropping. Whatever happened, it was over the crossbar. I missed it. I just saw.
That one went between the gong and the crossbar, like right between, split the difference, right?
No, that went above the crossbar.
I thought I saw the impact between the gong and the crossbar.
No, because come look what I got. I've got
Dude, that means it hit above the dot.
above.
That's hitting above point of aim. What we figured out was that we're on a bipod. We're shooting off a bipod with a rear bag. And we'll talk about the rear bag situation in a second. We're shooting off a bipod, and what's going on with this Kel Tec RDB is that when you mount a bipod to this bottom rail, that the forearm is connected directly to the barrel here. The barrel is a bit of a pencil barrel or a lightweight barrel.
She's a lean girl.
And I'm not a lean girl. I'm pushing at least probably up towards 240. So when I start loading up a bipod, I'm putting my weight into it. What was happening was I was moving the barrel up a considerable amount.
Yeah, and that goes against everything we've been taught, right? We're taught that when you shoot, you want to preload your bipod. That way you can control your recoil.
Yep.
And like Christopher was saying, when we did that, shots are stringing high, shots are stringing all over the place.
Got a little frustrated.
It was frustrating.
We figured it out. We changed our hold. Beard, tell them how you were.
So the way that I run this particular rifle is, I do my best to get the bag on this tiny little beak of a perch.
Yep.
This is your ejection port. I shoot, like most of you, I keep my offhand here for some stability. And instead of leaning into this like we would have before, we're actually pulling it backwards into it. I'm pulling it back into me, favoring the right-hand side. On target.
Hit. 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 Hit.
Boom!
Okay, that was really impressive.
So I got anchored in. So here's what I did on this one. I did the opposite of everything that I've ever been taught. I yanked this thing into me.
Yep.
And then I sat my face on top of it.
Yep. To push it down.
Yep. And I had to keep my hand behind, right in front of the ejection port.
Yep.
Luckily I'm wearing gloves. And so my recoil impulse kept me right on it.
Yep.
Now that's different, but hey, it's a different gun.
It's a bullpup, right?
She likes to be hugged a little bit different. Yeah, that's the thing. The downward ejecting, if you're not wearing a glove, you're gonna get hurt. You're gonna get burned. So make sure you're shooting that with some gloves. Now, Pistol Pete later on, he found his comfort zone grabbing the mag and pulling it into him.
It was a little more comfortable with me grabbing the mag, but I had to watch the mag release here.
Still shooting Tula, 75 grain.
4 shots.
4 shots. Wind is coming a little from right to left now. Maybe 2 miles an hour. On target. Hit. Hit. Barely caught the right edge. High, but hit. There it is. Hit. Good left to right, little low.
So it's
4 for 4. Again, that's not how you shoot a gun, but this is not your everyday gun. So, you know, what's the takeaway? You had to tune it a little bit, you had to do a little bit different stuff, but the result was a favorable result. We're banging steel 500 yards in the heat, in the wind.
With a 0 power magnification optic. This is an HS 515CU Holosun red dot. 0 magnification, hitting at 500 yards. The trigger on this thing lended itself very well.
Yeah.
With a nice, it's almost like a 2-stage trigger with a little bit of take up and then a decent break.
For this particular one, I mean, I don't know that they're all like that, but I like this trigger. I like it a lot better for this type of long range shooting than the Tavor. The Tavor is a different animal.
Yep.
And so, you know, Pistol Pete and I, you guys have seen some of our other videos. We like to push the boundaries of what we consider fun. We're a run and gun oriented channel. That's what we consider fun. So we're trying to figure out how far back can we get, put shots on steel. It's not about accuracy. It's just about hearing that clang.
Making hits.
And being repeatable with that. That
Yep.
way when we set up our run and gun courses, our goal isn't to get out there and get frustrated. I mean, we spend a lot of time and energy building our course.
Yeah.
We want to make it challenging, but we don't want to make it impossible.
Yeah.
And run and gun, we agree, no power, red dots, that makes you
the fastest way. I mean, the way it's configured is the fastest way to run through a running gun course. And what's crazy is we're out here proving that same setup can make practical hits at 500 yards.
Right.
And it's fun. That's a lot
Guys
of
have
fun.
gotten away from that. I mean, you ask your dad, your grandpa. I'm sure there's a lot of viewers watching that are like, you guys are speaking the choir. I shoot iron sights it further than that. Well, we didn't, and we're getting there.
In fact, this gun has no iron sights from the factory, and if it did, it'd have a relatively short sight radius.
Yeah. So we're learning, and we're posting it up on our YouTube, and that's where we are right now. And
guys, yeah, comments are welcome. We're out of Phoenix Rod and Gun Club. You know, really fun range, having a good time. If anyone ever wants to come out and join up with us, and call bullshit on us and show us that they're better or something, we're open to that, just to have fun.
I love shooting with people that are better than me, because one thing always happens. They look at me and they're like, if you change this, you're going to become better. I've never had someone go, I'm not gonna help you because you're an asshole. Yeah,
and that's kind of that's the attitude of our whole crew, So
so always an invite for local guys. I mean, I guess if you're passing through, you're driving through, leave us a message. We don't have an email set up. We probably should, but whatever. Leave it in the comments.
Just message below.
We'll figure it out. We've had a couple guys come shoot with us. It's a ton of fun. It's 107. We're still running and gunning. We don't know any better. We just want to have fun.
Yeah, we'll have another one set up this year, but 500 yards, Kel Tec RDB, no magnification, totally doable. Need to do a couple little tweaks to do it, but it is doable.
It's doable.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Here's the truth. We're really inside.
Yeah, there's a
fucking
green screen.
Yeah, there's a green screen. IWI Tavor, 18-inch flavor.
Yeah, third dot. I'm gonna hold. We'll see where we're at.
All right, cold bore shot. Drove it right in there. Hit a little low, a little right, but that's right about where you want to be. High.
High right.
High right. Getting some. Just over the bullseye.
That was a hit.
As a hit. Hit. Wait one. Wait one. I had to change something on this.
You back on?
No. Sorry, I'm fucking with you. I'm not on. I'm not on. We're getting some bad sunlight. Okay, I'm on target. Cop plate, you're so far right, any farther right, you're gonna miss. Just over bullseye. This camera's way better than the other one, dude. Okay, you shot the gong on the right.
I was aiming for the wrong gong. I keep jumping off.
Yeah. I mean, that's all bags. No bipod. It's. Hit. right next to it, dude. You got, dude, your vertical is money.
Well, even 2.5 power makes hitting at 500 yards tremendously easier. Also, this is a primary arms 2.5 power with ACSS reticle.
Yeah. Okay.
The beard on the Tavor, this is 75 grain
Oops, I
Tula.
already had one in the chamber. Okay. First one doesn't count because it's still here with me. On target.
Ready when you are. Okay, that was really close to the plate. You're about 2 inches off at 2 o'clock, right next to where the right strap hits the plate.
Okay.
So you just want to come down and left a little bit.
Okay.
Money. You're between the center red dot and the top of the plate, halfway, perfect left and right.
Okay.
You could come down about 1/8 of a plate, or 1/4 of a plate. Awesome shot. Just low and right of the bullseye. Keep it right there and drop me a group.
Okay.
Dude, just below the bullseye to the left. Excellent shot. Perfect up and down. Keep that hold. Bullseye. Keep that hold. Perfect left and right, but you were low off the plate. Probably like 2 inches low.
Yeah,
so that might have been just a shittily loaded round. Not sure what happened there. I think that skipped off somewhere. I missed it. Boom. Just high right of bullseye. Keep that hold. That was a hit. I think it was in the same area. I can't see the mark.
Oh man. Tula ammo, getting it done.
2.5 power.
2.5 power lights me right up.
2.5 power and the you can throw that last one
I
on.
gotta get this one too.
That one didn't get away.
My sponsor's expecting me to shoot this.
We are now sponsored. The Spent Brass channel is now sponsored by Tula.
By Tula ammo. For all your budget needs.
We run and gun a lot of Tula. Wolf's better, but this stuff seems to hit pretty good.
End with a bang.
That was in there.
Yes, sir.